welcome to the S Word Live. My name is Renee Rebar, sales strategist, TEDx speaker, and author, and my goal today is to help you make sales simple and fun. And I'm going to share some lessons today that I get schooled on from my 8.5-year-old. Hey Wendy, how are you? Say hello as you join. I am in sunny Detroit, and I'm just curious where you guys are watching from. And of course, if you have your sales questions, you can pop them into the comments. I will come back and I will look at the comments and answer those questions live. I'm also doing a call-in show soon, so stay tuned. I love those call-in shows. Just kind of channeling that old radio show, The Car Guys. I loved that show growing up. I think they're still on. And I love giving that kind of advice and help to the people that are out there that are just feeling like sales is this heavy, ominous thing. So let's cut to it. What are the sales lessons that I learned from my 8.5-year-old? So I kind of, for those of you guys, do you have kids? Tell me yes in the comments if you have children and if you feel like they sometimes school you a little bit. Even when you know you're the expert and, you know, sometimes they've been watching, and oftentimes when we don't think they are, they've been paying close attention when we often think they're looking the other way or they're paying attention to something else. That's when they're always watching. So let me know in the comments, do you have kids? And if you do, have they ever taught you a pretty important lesson? So today I'm going to go over 3 very specific lessons that you can use in your business to make it simple and fun when it comes to sales. And it comes straight from the mouths of babes, as they say. So the first lesson is that please and thank you go a long way.
Of course we do.
Remember when, he's here with me today watching. So when you were little, I remember very specifically my parents saying, you know, they wouldn't let me have anything until I said, please. Do you guys remember that when you were little, that your folks or even your grandparents would say, well, what's the magic word? And you would say, please? And then good things would happen, right? So let me know, have you ever been told that please is the magic word? Well, when did we lose that? When did we lose the power of please? Truly, it still has power. And there is so little to be seen of the word please, and I think much of our adult life, but do not worry. It is very powerful. So is thank you, especially when it's said sincerely. I very consistently send out handwritten thank you notes, and I mail them with a stamp and to someone's actual physical.
Makes me write them.
I make him write some, not the ones to my clients, but the ones to his grandparents and aunts and uncles when he receives something from his birthday or whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, have you ever sent out a handwritten thank you note or said thank you and someone's like, wow, it was so great to hear that or to receive that. I'm so grateful. So number 1 lesson, definitely don't underestimate the power of please and thank you. So let me know if you have kids and if you have had some lessons from them and if you have seen and felt the power of please and thank you, especially when it's given sincerely. Let me know in the comments. Hey Steph, hi Ida, hey Wendy. Say hello as you join. It's a beautiful day to get comfortable with sales, and that's what we're talking about today. So enjoy this live. And if you have questions about your sales conversations, about anywhere in the sales process, about getting people to show up to a call, or maybe you're selling a group program, or maybe you have a webinar now, the questions that come from those sales processes are what I do and live and breathe and succeed with every day. So let me know in the comments. I'll come back around and I'll answer them. So the second lesson I learned from my 8.5-year-old about sales is always invite someone to play. So what does that mean? So oftentimes we'll be on the playground or we'll be at the pool or we'll be somewhere where there's lots of other kids, and it's very easy to feel like the outsider, especially if it's not your ball, right? So if you're playing with something, if you have a new tool or a new offer or a new program, it's very easy. Hey Donna, it's very easy for someone to feel like the outsider. It's very easy to feel like unless they're personally invited, that they're not invited. Meanwhile, of course you would want them to play with you. But unless you personally invite them, if you walk up to them on the playground and say, hey, do you want to play ball? That's when kids are like, yeah, of course I do. And they just start playing. But until that personal invitation is made, oftentimes we kind of shift on the perimeter. And so if you have the fun ball, if you've got that new program, that new offer, that new course, that new something, that new thing, and you're loving it and you're playing with it and you're having fun with it, invite other people, personally invite them. Don't lose the power of the personal invite. And you see it all the time. So I just got my little notes here. Don't you love that? Hey, Irina. Irina, I was thinking of you when I said invite them to play. Irina is so good at this. So thank you, Irina. Thank you for coming live. Ida says, please and thank you are regular words in my house. Yes, 100%. The third lesson that I learned from my 8.5-year-old that I really want to impart on you today is persistence in the right way. So thank you for the love, guys. Persistence in the right way. What does that mean exactly? So there is this one game that he really wants us to download for him, and it's called Roblox. Let me know if you guys, he's like, woohoo! Let me know if you guys ever heard of this. It's a downloadable app game. It's called Roblox, Roblox. Is that right? Roblox. So he really, really wants it, but there's in-app purchases. So we have not yet allowed him to download it because it just seems like too much. It's complicated. He's only 8.5. I don't know who else is out there. I don't know enough about it. So here's how he asks. So Arena says yes. Lexi has the game. Well, maybe Lexi can educate me on it. Diana says yes. I love listening to him laugh in the background. Diana. Yeah, he's right. He's like Roblox. Okay, so here's how he asks consistently, though, or his persistence in the right way. He will come home and tell a story, oftentimes of he's been at a friend's house or he's been at school or some kind of group effort. And
we made like this Roblox club. And then,
right. So he's like, oh, it's my turn. No. So what he'll tell, and this is him jumping in saying, he'll share a story first about a fun experience that he either heard about or had with Roblox, with his friends, and then he asks again. So how does this apply to your business? Well, instead of just continuing to ask, hey, do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy this?
It seems I've become quite predictable.
He says, it seems I've become quite predictable. Yes, but persistence in the right way. So what does he do instead? Hey, Ann. Hey, Danny. What he does instead is he shares a story first, and then he invites us again to explore what Roblox might look like for him. So I love these lessons that he has helped me learn again, and I wanted to share them with you today because sales can be simple and fun. And if you feel like it's overwhelming and too stressful and there's too many steps, then chances are we just need to clear the path and just make it simple. It really only is about you and the other person buying it, whether it's a one-on-one coaching experience, whether it's one-on-one done-for-you services, high-end support, or whether it's a easy to purchase group program or just a digital download. It is between you and the person buying it. And you don't have to separate yourself so far from people. Chances are you probably like people. Chances are you have something amazing that they need. So put it out there. Let's take these lessons and apply them. And let me know in the comments what your sales questions are, and I will come back and answer them. I will see you next week again for another episode of the S Word Live. Have a great one. Bye.